What's up everyone and welcome to the club. In today's video we're creating a sketch illustration of Puss in Boots. Now I'm going to begin today's lesson by sketching a line coming down the center of our page. Let's start at the very top in the middle. It's going to lightly work our way down towards the bottom. Now you don't want to go too dark because we'll eventually erase this out. Let's go back to the center and draw a line going across from left to right. So we'll start with the left side, extending that out, then out towards the right side. Now we're going to use these guidelines to help us create a circle. Now from the center, we're going to go all the way up towards the top. Just going to mark off the top of the circle with a line. Let's take that same distance down towards the bottom and do the same thing. Now we're going to take that distance over towards the left, mark off the left side of our circle, and then again taking that same distance on the right. And now we're going to connect each of these points with a curve to create our circle. So let's start with the top left. Just going to lightly work our way around. Now this doesn't have to be perfect, we just want to get the right size and location. And we can always go back and just readjust and smooth out our circle. Now from that center line, let's step down and just mark off the bottom edge of the eyes. And draw a straight line going out toward the left and right side of our circle. Now we want to create a gap in between the eyes. From the center, let's step over toward the left, sketch a line coming down, and do the same thing on the right. Now from that bottom point, we're going to angle the eye, going up and out toward that center line. Now let's connect the outside to the inside of the eye with a curve, going up, and then we'll bend that down, almost like a half circle. And I'll just clip off the top curve with another angled line for the top edge of the brow. Let's place the pupil in the center of the eye. So starting on the top left, we're going to draw a circle coming around towards the bottom, and then just tuck that up underneath. And we'll do the same thing on the right. Now from this center point, let's step down, draw a straight line going across the top edge of the nose. And then we'll draw an upside down triangle, coming down and in towards the middle on both sides. Let's draw the top edge of the muzzle. From these 2 points, curve this up and then out. And then from the side of the muzzle, we're going to curve this down, round out the muzzle, and just pull that up in the center. Now we're going to tuck the chin in underneath the muzzle. On the side, let's curve this down and then in towards the center point. Now from here we're going to block in the bottom edge of the hat. From the center of our circle, let's step up. We're going to go straight across on top of the eye, and then we'll bend that up on the end, on the left. Now I want to curl the hat up on the right. So we're going to go out, just on top of the eye, towards the top. Let's draw a curve coming in and up. Now we're going to draw on the back side of the hat brim. So coming around, just going out a little bit further towards the side. I'm just going to bend that in towards the side of the head. Let's go back over towards the left side. I'm just going to round this out and just pull that in towards the left side of the head. Let's layer in the top of the hat. From this point in the back of the brim, let's step down, curve this down, across the middle, then up on the right. Now from the ends, we're going to curve the hat, going up and in. Just going to match that up on the right side. And we'll just round up the top of the hat. Now there's a feather on the right side. So we're going to start from the side of the head. We're just going to curve this up, and then we'll just bend that down towards the side. Now we're going to go down and draw on the side of the body. Let's start over on the left side of the head, bend the body going out, and then down. Go to the right side, and do the same thing. Let's turn the body so the center is over on the right side. Just going to curve this out, and then down. Let's draw the top edge of the cape, starting underneath the chin on the left, curve this down, in towards that center line, and bend that up towards the right side. Let's block in a small circle in the center, and then we'll draw the bottom edge of the cape. We'll go out toward the left and then up. Now I'm going to bring the cape across the top of the arm, so I'm just going to bend this around, bend the arm coming down, go up along the side, and then in towards the chin. Now with our rough sketch in place, let's go back and lightly erase some of these guidelines. Now with our rough sketch in place, let's move in with the tip of our pencil and start adding some details. Now we're going to start by enhancing the front edge of the hat brim, so start just on the left side of the head. It's going to darken up that line. We can always refine the shape if we need to. Now there's a thick edge along the front, so we're just going to pull this out a little bit further and go up on the right. And now we're going to go ahead and tuck the eye in underneath on the left side. Just adding a little bit more shape to the eyelids. Now we can go back and just trace out the outside of the iris. And once we're happy with the position, we can just darken that up. Just going to add a small highlight square on the right side of the pupil. And then we'll just darken up the center of the eye, going around that highlight. We can also use a side edger pencil to add some shadows. Just going to darken up the outside of the eye. Also adding a few folds. Now let's move down and add some detail to the nose. Start by dipping this down in the center. Add in the nostrils along the side. We can also use a tip of pencil to add a little bit of fur texture. Let's add a shadow on the left side for the chin, and then just fade that across. And we'll just add a drop shadow from the muzzle on top. Also adding a little bit more fur texture. Now we're just going to move out to the side and add some fur along the side of the head. Just pulling across that guideline. Just bring this in towards the chin. You can also use the side edge of a pencil to soften that up. Go ahead and soften up the left side of the head. And then we'll just lighten this up towards the side. Now we're going to go back and finish off the hat. Let's add a thick edge along the front. You can always use a side edge on pencil to darken up that edge. Now we're just going to add a light shade to the top of the hat brim. And just add a few wrinkles along the top. And then a shadow coming down on the right side. And we'll darken up that shadow so we get some contrast with the front edge of the hat. Got some folds inside that band. Now I'm just going to darken up the center to create a shadow, and then blend that out toward the left and right side. Now we're going to use that guideline for the feather and add some texture, starting from the center line and the side edge of our pencil. Just going to pull those feathers coming around. And just working in the back side, coming back in towards that center seam. And using the tip of our pencil to add some further texture. And as we get near the end of our drawing, we'll tighten up our shadows and add a little bit more detail, and always be sure to sign our artwork. And that's pretty much it. There's a sketch illustration of Puss in Boots. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. If you did, please make sure you subscribe because I'm posting new lessons every single day. And if you enjoyed today's lesson, you might want to check out this video over here. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon.